Hi, I'm Amanda Redwine. I'm a mental health counselor in Palm Coast, Florida. But rather than tell you what I do, I want to show you. I'd like to invite you to take a walk with me through your imagination. Sit back and get comfortable in your chair. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels most comfortable to you. We're going to start at a beautiful beach house, looking out from the kitchen. You can feel the warm breeze through the screens as you watch the palm fronds sway in the wind. The smell of the sea air is refreshing and familiar. You can hear the calls of seagulls as they float on air currents over the waves, searching for their afternoon meal. You push open the screen door and hear it swing shut behind you. You hear the creaky hinges as it opens and the slap of wood on wood as it shuts. The temperature is just perfect, not too hot, not too cold. The sun is making its way slowly toward the horizon. The waves crash on the beach below with a rhythm you can feel throughout your entire body. There's something comforting about that rhythm. It will be the same tomorrow and the next and the next. You don't have to do anything. Just watching those waves reminds you that you are connected to something much bigger than yourself. The porch extends the entire length of the back of the house and has comfortable chairs and pillows on both sides, perfect for relaxing and watching the day go by. There are about 12 steps leading down to the beach. Looking down at the bottom of the steps, just out on the beach, there sits a child, staring off into the distance, deep in thought, turning a shell over and over in their hand. You can see by the look on the child's face that they're carrying a heavy load, and it's just too much for them. You look around for someone to comfort the child, but the beach is empty. You wonder who the child belongs to. The child sits alone. You decide to go down the steps, cross the sand, and sit down next to the child, digging your own toes into the sand, feeling them wiggle through the grains and watching it fall over the tops of your feet. The surface of the sand is still warm from the day's heat, but it feels cool as you sink your feet in. The child seems relieved to have you there. And after some time of watching the sunset and waves, the child gently leans over and puts their head on your shoulder. You can feel the child relax because they no longer feel so alone. You know exactly the feelings that overwhelm them. You don't need words to communicate. It feels like you know them inside and out, and they seem to feel finally able to relax and to let their guard down, even if only for a few minutes of safety and acceptance. They don't need someone to solve their problems today. They need to know that they are seen. Let the child talk about whatever they're interested in sharing. Maybe they're just happy to have a playmate. Maybe they want to ask questions about why things are happening. You feel serenely calm, and you don't need to give advice or to lecture. Your job today is simply to see this child and their feelings without judgment, to just hold space for that child to just show up exactly as they are and know that they are loved and accepted. There is not one cell in their body that is unlovable. They don't get to hear that very often. So make sure you look right into their eyes and let them know you're serious. They aren't alone anymore. You're here now, and you can come back to sit with them anytime you want. This child is kind. This child is good. They're worthy of love, and you love them. You're not going anywhere. When it feels right, the two of you stand up, shake the sand from your legs, and make your way up the steps to the back porch. The child guides you to a cushy couch on the porch and invites you to sit and be comfortable. Maybe they want a hug, maybe a high five or a fist bump. Maybe they want to climb right into your lap. Whatever they need, you're here and able to provide freely because you know this child intimately. The child is younger you. With the last wave, the child disappears into the house with a smile on their face that you haven't seen in a long time. You smile to yourself, feeling how much you enjoyed being with them. It feels warm from your heart, radiating out from your chest, like a ray of sunshine beaming out, lighting the porch around you. Sit here and enjoy this feeling and the knowledge that you've become the adult that you so badly needed.